Hello, welcome to Critical Recap. I'm Dani Carr, and I'm here to catch you up on the latest episode of Critical Role. You can also catch up with the Critical Role podcast on Spotify, iTunes, and Google. Make sure to check out critrole.com for cool merch and information on events like Gen Con and more. Now, here's what happened on episode 71, Family Gathering. Bo and Dairon have their meeting, with Bo explaining what she has been up to in Xhorhas. Dairon is surprisingly not angry about Bo's actions, and offers their own theory that the beacons were stolen from the dynasty in order to ignite the war, and that someone on the inside aided the Empire. Dairon agrees that the logical next step is to return the second beacon to the Kreen. Bo and Dairon compare notes through the night, including the knowledge about the blonde man in the Empire.
He was in the room with King Dwindle.
But he might have been hidden.
But he might have been like a demon in disguise.
That is extremely worrying, but very important to note that this individual might have access to such powerful figures.
Honestly, it's been super hard trying to figure out who's just a traitor and who's a demon.
In the morning, the Nine welcome them to stay and plan to introduce Dairon to Essek as their household caretaker while they journey up north. Dairon reminds everyone of the thin line they walk by allying themselves with the Bright Queen, but does admit that their own biases have been re-examined while in the dynasty. The Nine ask Dairon to use the Cobalt Soul's knowledge to find information on the Laughing Hand and the Angel of Irons. The group decides to head to Nicodranas together as opposed to splitting up, leaving Dairon hidden at the house. They teleport to Yusa's circle, who is disappointed when he finds out that the party no longer has the beacon for him to examine. They tell Yusa about the Laughing Hand and the abyssal portals, and he informs them that similar rifts have opened up in the Empire. The Nine head to the lavish chateau, where Jester is reunited with her mother, and Yeza and Veth are reunited with their son.
Mom, Dad?
He just runs forward, and as both of you put your arms out, and he runs into both of your arms, and you just kind of hold him there, and this is like moment that stretches on for a minute or more of just the union of this family that's been so separated for so long, the three of them for the first time in many years, coming together.
Luke is entranced by the stories of his mother and father's adventures, and is especially enamored of Veth's crossbow. Veth is determined to spoil Luke as much as possible, promising to get him a training crossbow. Jester allows Luke to take care of Nugget for a time, as she is worried about constantly putting her dog in danger. As the group enjoys a quiet beach day, Caleb talks with Nott about her plans. She wants to stay, but knows that this goblin body is not her own. She officially asks Caleb to help her find a way to change back, which he promises to do, but there is no guarantee of how long it will take, or that they will even survive to that discovery. Jester talks to her mother, voicing her own desire to stay behind with her, and Marion reminds her that Nicodranas is still not safe for her. Jester asks about a package, and the Nine finally open the package from Kaliana, which contains letters and trinkets. In the morning, Nott talks to Yeza, who encourages her to go and finish what she started.
Fix these problems you guys talk about. I don't know, stop wars, or, whatever this hand thing is you've been worrying about too, go take care of it, because I know you can. I trust and I believe in you. We'll be here.
Nott gives Yeza money and her mask, and says her tearful goodbyes to Luke. Caleb draws the teleportation circle, telling Luke and Yeza that even if Veth feels far away, they are always connected, and she'll be able to come home to them quickly. As they teleport, Ford hears Uk'otoa telling him to return, but the entire party lands safely in Rosohna. They meet with Essek at the Xhorhouse and introduce him to Dairon as their caretaker. The Nine direct Essek's teleport destination as the Kravarad volcano, and though there is a momentary mishap wherein they shift into a wall, they do eventually land at the correct volcano.
As you collect yourselves and look upon this isolated volcano amongst what you assume to be the Flatket Alps, the storm mounting, you've arrived in the Graying Wildlands.
That is it for episode 71. But is that really it? I have some thoughts. Holy shit, y'all, Nott finally asked Caleb to change her back. But she talks as though she thinks the only way is for her to die, which does make sense as that's how she was changed in the first place, but I really hope Caleb is able to find the other options besides reincarnation. That whole scene between him and Nott was so beautiful, not to mention the one where he draws the circle. I'm so glad that Dairon isn't too upset with Bo. I did not see that coming. Now Dairon has very powerful allies, but I really hope this doesn't get someone killed. Now the Nine are up north at a freaking volcano and looking for answers in this kiln, and I really hope that they're able to find something that's actually helpful and positive. Oh, Mighty Nein. Anyway, catch episode 72 on Thursday, July 25th at 7 p.m. Pacific on twitch.tv/Critical Role, or a week later on our podcast, and stay tuned to critroll.com for all the latest updates. Hey y'all, thanks for watching this episode of Critical Recap. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that little bell below to get notifications on all our uploads. Bye!